Owning a home isn't expensive anymore. It's designed to be impossible.
And once you see how this system actually works, you'll realize this crisis isn't an accident. If buying a home feels completely out of reach,
You're not failing.
the system is. Right now, in many states, it is either financially impossible.
Or legally impractical to build housing that normal people can afford.
That's why projects get cancelled. That's why starter homes disappeared.
And that's why only luxury units keep getting built.
Even if every investor disappeared tomorrow,
Housing would still be unaffordable. Because the real problem isn't who's buying homes, it's why homes aren't allowed to be built.
let's talk numbers.
In the 1950s, the average home cost around $7,000.
That's roughly $90,000 today.
Now, that number is closer to $430,000. Back then, buying a home took about 3 years of income.
Today, it takes 7 to 10 years.
And much more in major cities.
So what changed? Here's the part nobody expects. Homes didn't get expensive first.
They got bigger first.
In the past, homes were under 1,000 square feet.
One bathroom.
No air conditioning. No garage.
Today's so-called starter home.
Is nearly 3 times that size. Multiple bathrooms. Garages.
Central heating and cooling.
Luxury didn't disappear. It became mandatory. Now here's where it gets crazy. Building a small home
And building a large home.
often costs almost the same. Permits,
Fees.
utility hookups, inspections.
Those costs barely change based on size. So the system doesn't reward afford. It punishes it. That's why entry-level homes dropped from 40% of the market to about 9% today.
At the same time, the population more than doubled.
But everyone wants to live in the same cities.
Cheap land disappeared. Land prices exploded. Affordable housing didn't lose demand. It lost permission to exist. Now, let's talk about regulation.
Government rules now add roughly 25% to the cost of a single-family home and nearly 40% to the cost of multifamily housing.
And here's the brutal part. Those costs don't shrink for smaller projects. A home that costs under $200,000 to build
Can nearly double in price once fees and delays are added. That's not a market failure.
That's a policy failure.
In many cities,
Parking rules alone destroy afford. Build a small unit.
you still need parking.
Build underground parking. Extremely expensive.
Build above ground.
You lose housing. Add lot size rules. Green space requirements. Common areas.
And a 600 square foot unit costs like something twice its size.
Each permit adds time. Each delay adds cost.
Eventually, builders walk away. Now here's another twist.
Most homes are not bought by corporations.
They're bought by regular people.
Large investors make up only a tiny fraction.
And they focus on purpose-built rentals.
Not starter homes. Blaming them feels good.
Fixing supply is harder.
What about immigration? In some areas, it matters. But studies show it explains only 3 to 5% of home price growth. That means 95% of the problem comes from restricted supply and overregulation. And this system doesn't hurt everyone equally. First-time buyers get hit the hardest. High prices lock them out.
Low supply keeps prices high. And nothing new gets built to help them.
So how do we fix this? The truth is, this problem is solvable. Simplify permits. Cut excessive fees.
Allow smaller, modular housing. Incentivize builders to build affordable homes. Because if there's no incentive to build,
Nothing gets built. And here's the final twist.
the housing crisis isn't caused by greed. It's caused by rules that accidentally reward the wrong outcome.
We didn't run out of land. We ran out of permission.